So a quick fun fact that's actually a bit more of a serious metaphor. Olympic gold medals are not pure gold. They're mostly silver with a thin gold plating on top. And that's the point of this whole video. The last time the gold medal was actually pure gold was in 1912, which coincidentally was the year before the Federal Reserve was created, which is not so much of a coincidence. So when people see prices rising, they say gold got more expensive or everything got more expensive. But a lot of the time, the better explanation is the measuring stick got weaker. If you change the unit, the numbers change, even if the underlying reality didn't, right? It's not that gold got so much more valuable and desirable. It's that the measuring stick you were using to measure the gold decreased by that much. The dollar got weaker, so gold in comparison is more expensive. The debasement of money is just dilution. If you have the same real goods and services, but you increase the number of currency units competing for them, the value per unit tends to fall. It's like watering down a cup of juice. You can end up with more liquid, but each sip has less substance. This is why I think inflation gets people confused. The deeper issue is that purchasing power is drifting down and the strength of our money is getting watered down. This dark orange and the light orange, it's still 1 cup of juice, right? In the same way, $1 is still $1, but the power of that dollar, the power of that juice is greatly diluted from where it started. This isn't a new concept. Historically, states reduced the precious metal content in coins while keeping the same face value. That's called coin clipping or debasement. I just talked about this in my previous video. They didn't always call it theft. They called it policy, necessity, stability, war finance, but mechanically it's the same, more units and less substance per unit. In the same way, the Roman Empire started putting less and less actual silver into their coins to fund their empire. And in the same way, the US started debasing the money to fund their empire, reducing monetary constraint by debasing the money. Today, modern money just does this digitally. Instead of shaving a coin, you expand balances and credit. The marginal cost of issuing new units of currency is basically zero. That doesn't mean every dollar created is evil. It means the system has a built-in temptation because it's always easier to fund problems through dilution than through explicit taxation or spending cuts. And it hits people in the system unevenly. Asset prices typically reprice faster than wages. Savers feel it first. People who own scarce assets often feel it later or even benefit early. So that's why people feel like they're working harder but falling behind. Sometimes it's personal, sometimes it's the unit. So in this example of gold and dollars, people saving in dollars, their purchasing power is going down. So it looks like, well, gold is just getting more and more expensive. But the people holding gold, the asset holders, they're getting richer and richer in dollar terms because the dollar keeps losing its value while gold remains scarce. So the takeaway from this isn't panic. It should be clarity on how money works. Debasement is a choice made by institutions. Hard money is a constraint that makes debasement harder. And that's why Bitcoin matters to me. It's a monetary system where the supply rules are fixed and verifiable. Whether it succeeds is up to the market, but the point is you can't just decide to water it down. I just released an article on Substack on the Federal Reserve if you're interested in learning more about that. But as always, together, let's work, save, and build a better future with Bitcoin. See you in the next video.